Hi Sagittarius, this is your June 12th through June 18th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread we'll be looking at new love. In the second spread we'll be looking at the existing love in a relationship or marriage. Then in the third spread we'll be looking at an ex coming back to you if there is one. Then after that we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have Strength, clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Magician. Then we have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with Temperance and the Four of Wands. And we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We also have Gemini and Virgo on the table. My, oh my, Sagittarius, you're gonna set the world on fire. Well, hopefully not literally. Most likely the person coming into your life is a fellow fire sign. I see Leo here twice. Strength and the Sun are both Leo cards. But we also have Gemini here. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck is a Gemini card. And the Magician could be a Gemini or Virgo, actually. And we also have the Knight of Wands right there in the middle. But we'll get to it in just a second. If you have a Gemini friend, perhaps it's their birthday this week. And both of you are going to be attending that birthday. And that's how you two will meet. Or the Gemini is playing a matchmaker. Or perhaps a Leo is playing a matchmaker. Because we do have, like I said, Gemini and Leo here twice. So one of the two. Perhaps it's the same person, but they may have both in their chart, Leo and Gemini. But again, it's just going to be fireworks. Fireworks, however you want to interpret that. We started with the Strength card, right? Clarified by the Page of Wands. Strength is one of the Leo major arcana cards. Strength could also be a card of courage, somebody having a courage to approach you, to reach out to you, to ask you out, or message you, or invite you, right? The Page of Wands clarifying Strength. If you are dealing with a fire sign, just like yourself, it makes total sense. The Page of Wands is a communication from a fire sign. Alright? It could be the other way around, Sagittarius. Perhaps this is you having courage to, start a conversation with somebody. Right? But the Page of Wands is also a card of flirting. It's a card of, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? But it's a card of, like, to me personally, the Page of Wands always comes through as a card of somebody having a great time. Not playing or fooling around unless there's other cards on the table. But in this case, for sure, somebody's just feeling like they're celebrating something. And that's why I think you're meeting this person at either a Gemini's birthday party or some kind of an event. Alright? The Magician right next to Strength. Again, either a Gemini or a Virgo you're dealing with. The Magician is a card of manifestation. But most importantly, the Magician is a card of taking action. And then perhaps both of you are sharing that energy. Right? The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal and they're using those tools. So I think you guys will have a blast together. The two of you will be going places, doing all kinds of things together. The Magician is a very active card. Speaking of being active, the next card that came out is the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. This is where that fire is going to start. The Knight of Wands is the most passionate knight out of all 4 knights. And the Knight of Wands is a fire sign indicator. So you could definitely be sharing that energy. Alright? Set the roof on fire, right? Hopefully not literally. The Ace of Swords, clarifying it, I think both of you are going to be crystal clear about how you feel towards one another. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. With the Ace of Swords, nobody is fooling or playing around. Nobody is beating around the bush. The Ace of Swords often comes through as the word yes. It's a brand new beginning with that Ace of Swords, right? No hesitation, no delays, none of that. Quite the opposite. Full steam ahead with that Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Alright? In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with Temperance and the Four of Wands. Again, another Leo card. The Sun is another major arcana card for Leo. But besides that, the Sun is also a card of clarity, and it's the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun card, we always feel joyful, we always feel loved, we always feel on top of the world. Temperance right next to the Sun is your major arcana card. You are in your own potential outcome, Sagittarius. Sitting right next to Leo, or sitting right next to the happiest card in the deck on the left. And to the right, we have the Four of Wands, which is a card of a commitment, marriage. Some people call it the 1111 card. To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. Because in some cultures, when people get married, they do it underneath the structure with the leaves and branches on top of it, right? We've all seen them in the movies, or we've attended weddings. We had weddings in the past for some of us. Yeah, the structure pictured in there always reminds me of that. But it is a commitment and marriage card. And the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, another Gemini card. But, in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in that. And the Lovers could simply be the lover of your life. So, yeah, Sagittarius, I hope you're ready for this, because this is just going to be a tornado of passion, a tornado of love, a tornado of events. The two of you are going to be inseparable. You have so much in common. You'll be having so much fun together. And eventually it will lead to something more serious, something more committed in the future. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Sagittarius, if you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and we also have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I can interpret this a couple of different ways. Perhaps either you or your person, or both of you, have been experiencing some financial difficulties. If that's your case, then things will turn around, because one of you or both of you will get a job. Okay, but for most of you, I think perhaps your relationship or marriage was going through a rough patch, and it's normal. It is normal. Every single marriage or relationship goes through ups and downs, right? So perhaps you were going through that down period. And if that's your story in this case, your relationship or marriage will go back to normal, and you're going to be doing something together. Okay, so let's focus on the second scenario, right? The Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Even though you two are together, you've got your own thing going, right? You're closed off all to yourself, and as a result, the other person feels left out in the cold. All right. However, the rest of the spread is completely opposite. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. It's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment, and it's also a card of some kind of an event. All right. The Three of Pentacles right next to the deck is a card of collaborations, and that's where I think the two of you are going to be doing something together, perhaps with another group of people. Say you're going to join a skydiving club or something like that, or you're going to join a cooking class or a book club or something, right? Or it's just the two of you, and you will find something new for the two of you to do. And that's how I think this relationship or marriage will go back to its happy self, right? The Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, yeah, that's the two of you. Back to normal, back to loving each other. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of when two people are on the same page. So yeah, that's what I have for you. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Sagittarius, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the World. We have the Emperor, the Hierophant, and we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus, or pretty much any zodiac sign. I can interpret this two different ways. Perhaps your person who is coming back to you, they were always busy working. Perhaps they were climbing that corporate ladder, right? Or they were just busy working, and perhaps they've retired, or they are about to retire, or they have reached the top of the corporate ladder and they don't have to work that much anymore. They became a boss, right? And perhaps now they have a bit more time to spend with you. So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is that this person worked on themselves. Perhaps the reason why the two of you broke up was because they were all over the place. They didn't have a job, or they had like a dead-end job. They didn't know what they wanted. They were non-committal. They were out of shape all the time. Things like that. If you can think of someone like that, then that would be the person coming back to you. And they have changed. They've worked on themselves. They went to gym. They got a job. They got a better job. They, got education or something like that. right? And now they will share their achievements with you. Okay, so let's talk about the second option real quick. Judgment on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the World. The Eight of Pentacles, I think this is them working on themselves, improving themselves in whatever area that you were not happy with, or multiple areas. Perhaps they got in shape, they got a job or something. They got their own place. They got a haircut. I don't know. The World clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So that work is complete. They finished working on themselves. They finished improving themselves. They are now embracing the energy of the Emperor. The Emperor right there in the middle could be an Aries you're dealing with, but I think in this case this is them stepping up. A completely different person. They're definitely in charge of their life. They are perhaps make more money now. Right, and the Emperor often comes through as a future husband or future significant other figure. And speaking of marriages, the Hierophant right next to the deck, it could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but it is a card of something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. So they are a brand new person, right? And now they're ready for a commitment, and they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Sagittarius, this week. We have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Page of Cups. Then we have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You are either going on vacation or you're switching jobs. You know, those are the two ways I can interpret this. Right? There's definitely either you leaving a very, dead-end job or something like that, or you're going on vacation. One of the two. All right, so yeah, the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a wounded warrior because you've been working your butt off, right? The Two of Swords, the first card that came out, is clarified by the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of a lot of work. It's a card of a burden, a lot of responsibilities. This is you burning the midnight oil, right? And the Two of Swords in this case says no more. No more burning the midnight oil, right? The next two cards were the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords. And then I clarified the Eight of Wands and the Page of Cups showed up. So the Page of Cups could be an invitation. Somebody could be inviting you to come stay with them. Or perhaps it's not just you, it could be a group of people. Getting together and going on vacation, or perhaps you're gonna go and have a cup of coffee with a recruiter, or you're gonna catch up with somebody whom you used to work with, and turns out they got a job for you. All right, so you're gonna be leaving this tough job for something better for you. The Six of Swords right next to the deck, just like the Eight of Wands, it could be a card of travel, or the thing about the Six of Swords, it's a card of an improvement. Things always get better with the Six of Swords. So if you're going on vacation, yes, things will get better, or if you're getting a new job, the new job will be better. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Sagittarius, this week. We have the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Fool, and the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with this King of Cups, and they may invite you to some kind of an event, or if you are already going to some kind of an event by yourself, you will run into them. It could be a brand new person, but for most of you, I think this is somebody you already know. Right, so you'll just have a good time with this King of Cups. Right, so it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. The Three of Cups is a card of a reunion or a celebration. Okay, it could be an event, party, gathering, concert, show, game, whatever. The Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It could be you. If it is some kind of a party, it could be like a potluck. Everybody brings something to the table. The Page of Pentacles could be you buying tickets to that game, to that show, or perhaps they will buy a ticket, or they will reach out to you all out of the blue and say, hey, I've got this extra ticket, would you like to come with me? And I think you will. We have the Fool right next to the deck. I think it could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Fool is a card of, yeah, let's do this. Or if you're already meeting this person at that event, you may, have some more fun than you anticipated. But the Fool card, people are just, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just party. Let's just have a good time. All right, so yeah, that's what you're not expecting, Sagittarius, and that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe, and other than that, Sagittarius, have an amazing week.